Okay, so we are gonna do the rest of the Xingqiu thing and go and speak to Albedo over here. Yeah, let's go straight over here. Cool. Meeting Albedo for this. Awesome. Okay. Hi, Albedo. Oh, second portrait. Okay.
Traveler, Paimon, how are you? And who is this accompanying you?
Thanks, Puffy.
You must be Calx. It's a great pleasure to finally meet you. I am the author of A Legend of Sword, forgive me. It's rude of me to introduce myself by my pen name when meeting in person. Please, call me Xingqiu.
And you may call me Albedo, then.
Yay! They're friends now.
No. That would be most improper.
Why not? Seeing as we're both friends of the Traveler, it'd be more convenient for us to use our real names. Besides, we've already corresponded with each other many times before.
They're so cute.
In fact, I feel a bit self-conscious seeing you act so politely.
It's not just you, Albedo. We haven't seen Xingqiu act this awkward before either.
You guys, it's certainly not good
You
taste for
guys.
you two to be teasing me like that.
Yeah, he's cool.
Oh, by the way, we happened to find a story from the poem hunt competition at the docks. I heard that you are collecting them.
Oh god, we didn't have time to brief Albedo on this.
Poem hunt?
Albedo, just play along.
You know, that thing where we have to find pieces of paper with stories of the five Kassen? Venti found one, and then he was allowed to be a model for one of your portraits.
Is it working? Not really.
Huh? Oh, yes, that's right.
Thanks, Albedo. Covering my ass.
Oh, I understand the story now. Thank you. It's very helpful.
Splendid. Though, I'm still piecing together the story myself. Would you kindly explain it to me in more detail?
If all of you are free, why don't we discuss this over a meal?
Yay.
Well, about that.
Do you have other plans, Xingqiu?
No, not at all. Speaking of dining, Shimura's unagi chasuke is quite delicious. Would you like to go there?
Shimura's. Unfortunately, today
Do we get to go
is a
inside
bit
the restaurant?
windy. How about Uyu Restaurant instead?
That one's outside, though. I thought we were going to go to the inside
That's
one.
perfectly fine with me. But
Okay.
I must first unpack my luggage. Let's meet later
Okay.
at Uyu Restaurant.
Okay. That's his mate.
Something didn't quite add up just now.
Hmm.
No way! Paimon thinks we acted well together. Did we say something we weren't supposed to?
Probably.
No, Paimon, I'm not referring to us. Traveler, what are your thoughts?
He felt really off.
Huh? Xingqiu's suspicious? Hey, what are you two talking about?
Paimon, you read the poem, right? Although it may seem confusing to Xingqiu on its own, what if we read it together with a previous poem we found?
Read them together? Let's see. Suiko lost Aoi no Okina's poem in a drunken stupor. So, Aoi no Okina recovered the poem and gave it to some mysterious person. Huh? Wait a minute. Could today's story be hinting that the one who stole the latest copies of A Legend
That's what
of
I said.
Sword is Xingqiu himself?
That's what I said
No
at
way,
first.
that can't be right. Xingqiu only arrived in Inazuma this morning.
That's what I said to begin with.
That is precisely the point of suspicion. If Xingqiu had only just arrived in Inazuma, how could he recommend Shimura's Chasuke? Moreover, he didn't
Albedo.
raise any questions when I suggested another place because of the windy weather. This means he knows that Shimura's is an open-air restaurant.
Look, maybe he Googled it, okay, Albedo?
Are you saying that Xingqiu has already been in Inazuma for some time? That he's only pretending he just arrived?
Maybe he's embarrassed
Yes,
about something in
that
the
is
book, so
indeed
he
my
took
conclusion.
But how could Xingqiu be the book thief? His
Albedo.
mission is to fight for justice, isn't it? There's no way he'd do something against his own ideals.
Calm down, Paimon. Even though this is the first time I've met Xingqiu in person, we've
He's Ubered
communicated
it, yeah,
via letters
Uber
for
Eats,
some time
yeah.
now. I do have some understanding of his character.
What, across the water? Yeah.
I think there must be some deeper motive
That's
at play
expensive.
here. The story also tells us that Aoi no Okina flees with a poem because of a threat.
Oh? Could Shinjo be
Should
in
be in
danger?
danger. Yeah.
It's difficult to say at this point. But given that Uyu restaurant is indoors, it'll
Maybe
be
it is the
easy for
restaurant
us
that
to
I'm
detect
thinking of
anyone
then.
following or eavesdropping on us. I think it should be safe for us to talk there. I'll be relying on your assistance to get to the bottom of this matter.
Thanks, Gotch. This is interesting. I like events that have Albedo in them because he makes it interesting because he has to be clever, right? So there's always like mystery involved. I like the level of story that the level of story that this is. This is cool.
Good. Then let's head to Uyu restaurant.
I like Albedo. Who this? Shrine Maiden? Wait, Shrine Maiden from the story? What? As long as it sells, it's all good. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. He picks up on stuff, which means that the event is more interesting because he's involved. Did she say anything else? Event exclusive drink? Rainbow Aster? Oh my god. When she was ill. Mint and calla lilies. Can I have the drink though? Evening. Ah. Yeah, okay, but can I have one? Will she sell it to me now? Or can I only buy... One cup. Oh, I can get it! Oh my god, how cool. Buying one. I have so much money at this point. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Gotch. Yeah, I like Albedo's last, like, event thing. It's all, like, it's a deeper story than some of the others, I think. In my personal opinion. Yeah. Yeah, I like the level of story that it ends up being when it's got him in it. I'm just looking at everything around here. There's so much stuff. Yeah, the dandelion seeds, yeah, they're extortionate. Don't touch them. Is this where he's gonna be? This is the Legend of Sword, right? I want to go in here. Zhongli, no. Hi, Murata. She's cool. She's cool. We like her. I want to buy some of your books. Let me buy some stuff. I love these. Look at them. They're so cute. Will she let me buy one? Okay, so she sells children's books. Fine. There's more people here now. Hi, Ishida. This is the douchey guy. Oh, I love everything here. This is so cool. I know. Dongli climbing everything. The walls. There's so much stuff. Okay, where am I going? Sorry. It is the restaurant. It is the restaurant I wanted to go inside. Okay, I was right. I thought the guy that shouted Uyu restaurant was this guy, but I was wrong. Oh, because he's Shimmerers. That's where he wanted to go. Does he... Hello, people appearing. Yeah, a few days ago. Okay, this is good. This is good. This matches up. A few days ago, Xingqiu came here to eat. I'd like to see the menu. Interesting. There aren't any more recipes, are there? No, I've bought all the recipes. Oh my gosh. Okay. Can I talk to him about the other restaurant? Yeah, so Xingqiu's been there a while. They were just testing me. Okay. Alright, Shimura, fine. Fine, dude. Tomoki, can I have some of your really weird dango milk? Tomoki, please? Oh, I can only buy normal dango milk. I already have one. I want him to give me weird dango milk. Oh, fuck. Sorry, Tomoki. Blame Zhongli, okay? How's, creative cuisine? This explains why you need to have done Ayato's before doing this. Because then you already know about this. Milky Natto Ramen. That's a very weird combination. Spicy dango. No, no, no. Spicy dango, no. No, no, no. No, no. Tomoki, no. Yeah, see? He likes the milk tea. But why didn't you give him actual boba pearls? Dude? Whole of Ayato story, no fucking boba. I guess he had... It was milk... There was milk tea, but there was no specific talk about boba, okay? There wasn't, and there should have been. Ooh, you restaurant. Hi, Albedo.
I don't see anyone suspicious around. It seems clear for the moment. Let's go inside and wait for Xingqiu.
Okay.
Oh, this whole thing's starting to make Paimon a little nervous. What do we do? And what do we talk about when Xingqiu gets here?
First, we must ascertain whether Xingqiu was already in Inazuma or not.
I have checked.
If we can find evidence of him
I have.
deceiving us,
I have evidence.
then we can use it as leverage to persuade him to tell us the truth. Since we're still waiting for him, why don't you go and chat with other guests in the restaurant and see if you can learn anything useful?
Should tell him what that guy told us. Can I not tell him that? God damn it, Albedo. I understand why they let people in here now. I had been in here before the festival. But it's only new that you're allowed to, like, go in here, so... This is cool. Can I go upstairs? I can go upstairs. I have been upstairs. Oh my god, so much food! Zhongli, eat the food.
Welcome to Uyu Restaurant. Please talk to me if you want to order.
There has been so many lively young customers recently.
Okay, what can he tell me?
Hello there. What can I get for you?
Hi! Do you have any special recommendations today?
Why, of course. I personally recommend our freshly caught seafood. It's been pouring these past 2 days, so the fishing boats haven't been able to sail at all. But the weather finally cleared up today, so we have some fresh catch.
So the weather at sea has been bad these past few days?
Interesting.
It sure has. A few guests from Liyue were just telling me that their boat was heaving and rolling all the way here. They couldn't do anything but sleep the entire trip.
Oh, this might be some useful information.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to Uyu
Thank you, store guy.
Please talk to me if you want to order.
Hi, Erica. How did you meet Leona? Woo. I think we've asked this before. Aw, cute. Hi, Yota.
The last phase of the Irodori festival is when they release the all-new publications. The one I'm really looking forward to is A Legend of Sword.
Uh-oh.
That's right. A signed first edition is going to become quite the collectible. I've got to get my hands on a copy.
I've seen Genyu's signature before. His handwriting is super neat. He must be really diligent about his style.
Sounds about right.
He'll be there in person on the day of the release, so we'll get a good look at him then. I hear that he's actually pretty young.
He
Wait a minute.
is.
Did you just hear that? Not only will Xingqiu be signing novels at the release, but his handwriting is super neat.
Mm-hmm. So he's leaving all the notes? for some reason. I don't know what the motive is here, though.
Welcome.
The motive has got to be something to do with Albedo.
What should we talk about when Shincho gets here? Any ideas?
I will try to break the ice by talking about our work on novels and illustrations.
It's got to be something to do with him painting the portraits.
If he really is hiding something, then he might feel even more nervous than we do.
True.
If we start by talking about our work creating novels, perhaps he will lower his guard.
Interesting.
Oh, come to think of it, Shincho mentioned that he'd like to thank you for finishing the illustrations on time. He said they looked amazing despite the time you had.
Is that so? That is also a very valuable clue.
Could he only have seen them already if he's already here? Because they weren't shipped to Liwa?
That was delicious. Inazuman cuisine largely consists of fresh seafood, which is certainly to my liking.
That's good. We were worried you might not have an appetite because you didn't sleep well. Now's our chance. Let's talk to Shincho and see if he says anything useful.
Okay.
Maybe we could start by asking him about the journey.
Talk about the book he read during the journey, because they said they could only sleep because it was so wobbly. Or the scenery, maybe?
To be honest, there wasn't much to see. Just water all around, morning to night. The sheer monotony of the trip caused everyone to grow a little impatient.
He didn't say anything about a storm, though.
So, when the peak of Mount Yogo finally appeared in the distance as we approached the islands of Inazuma, everyone crowded the deck to have a look. However, the ship sailed along at a crawling pace. It took a whole day from the time we saw the mountain peak to the time we docked.
Interesting.
Paimon didn't catch anything suspicious so far.
He didn't mention the
Oh,
weather.
right! If
Yeah.
it took an entire day to reach the docks, then it would have been pouring rain at the time they saw the top of the mountain.
We learned a couple of things from his account, but we still require more evidence. Let's discuss creating novels with Shincho.
While it is entertaining to read novels, writing one is an endeavor of its own. You must give great thought to every detail, from the layout of the plot to the
Hey,
rhythm
Spiff.
of the lines.
Have you done any of the event yet? You get a free Shincho if you do the event.
And even when you have come up with interesting content, there's still no guarantee that it will be to your liking.
I couldn't agree more.
No, Spiff. Okay, this might be spoilers for the event stuff. So, the event, you can quick start it, but you can also do all the prerequisite quests. So I did Ayato's story and Raiden's story yesterday in preparation for doing the event stuff. But there is a quick start option if there's too many stories for you to do. It's got like 9 days left, so you still have time. But this might be a bit spoilery. You already have C6. Oh, I only have C2, so I should be getting more Shincho. C6 water boy.
Whether it's writing a book, creating art, or studying alchemy, seldom can you really feel joy after seriously delving into the work.
Shincho and Albedo are getting into some deep topics now. But nothing suspicious has come up.
Speaking of illustrations, Albedo, I've long wished to express my sincerest gratitude for providing the illustrations in my novel. My novel didn't sell well in Liyue, so I must admit that I had some reservations regarding its potential. Yet you've consistently managed to select the most important scene of the chapter for your illustrations.
Aww.
This made me feel as though what I was trying to express could be understood after all.
This is so nice.
Thank you. However, I took some risks in the illustrations, so I'm feeling slightly uneasy myself. Light novel illustrations are typically centered around the characters, but this time, I adopted a different approach in the illustration for the last chapter.
He's gonna catch him out with this, somehow.
Well, that scene was intended to depict the change in the world, so I thought it very fitting to draw only scenery.
Doesn't sound like anything suspicious has come up so far.
Unless it's something to do with what Albedo just said.
No, there was a crack in his alibi. My illustrations were sent for
Yeah.
printing the moment they arrived in Inazuma.
He hasn't seen them.
So, logically speaking,
If.
there's no way he could possibly know what the illustrations look like.
Unless he's seen the final printed version, which means he was already here.
Xingqiu, we have something very important to ask you now.
Okay, I'll explain what's going on. But this is going to be spoiler if you do the event. But basically, the event is like a big literature event, and obviously he writes books, right, Xingqiu? Albedo does illustrations. Xingqiu's books went missing. Xingqiu's books went missing at the start of the event, and we're trying not to tell him that his books have gone missing. However, he has said things that have led us to believe that he was already here before we got here, and he might be the person who took his own books, right? So Albedo is currently trying to catch him out to see if it was him who took the books. There's stuff that he already knows that he shouldn't know if he arrived when he said he did. Like, he knew about some of the restaurants here. The books that Albedo illustrated went to print immediately in Inazuma, so the only way he could know what that last illustration was if he'd seen the final thing, and the only way he could see the final thing is if he was the one who stole them. So why he'd steal his own books? That he's basically on a press tour for his own book, right? No, Albedo is like peak detective. So we need to know why he's making stuff up. So we already found out from another restaurant that he's already been here a few days. And he told us he just got off the boat. So we know that he's already been to a restaurant in the past 3 days. Usually Albedo would be suspicious. But in this instance, Xingqiu has some really weird stuff here.
Oh? Why the solemn looks all of a sudden?
Yeah, why is he pretending that he only just got here?
Huh? I'm afraid I don't follow.
Look at his eyes.
Mr. Okazaki told us earlier that actually the weather at sea was very bad these last few days. So when you said that everyone came running to the deck to see Mount Yogo, that couldn't have happened!
Because it would have been raining, you wouldn't have been able to see the peak.
On top of that, the latest installment of A Legend of Sword will only be revealed at the Irodori festival. Even we, the creators, haven't received a sample copy. If that's the case, how could you know what my illustrations look like?
Well...
The jig's up, Xingqiu. You were already in Inazuma before today, weren't you? Are you in some kind of danger but can't tell us the truth? Don't worry. The Traveler and Albedo are no pushovers. We can help you.
No, please. You misunderstand me.
And we think he's also the one leaving us notes about the portraits.
I suppose my lack of sleep is inevitably taking its toll on my mind. I didn't notice for a moment that you were testing me at all. I did in fact come to Inazuma early to handle some things. Let me consider how to explain this. Oh, this is most embarrassing.
Oh, well, if this isn't a coincidence.
So he's already been here.
To see everyone here.
God damn it, Venti. He's just come here for the alcohol.
Huh? Tone-deaf bard, what are you doing here?
Either he wrote the notes, or he wrote the notes. Somebody did it, and it wasn't Albedo.
I heard that the owner of this establishment has
alcohol.
some fine-aged wines. I didn't want to miss the opportunity to taste them.
Paimon knew you couldn't possibly be up to anything good.
Kind of is, yeah. The twink party.
Says who? In fact, I come as the bearer of good tidings.
Oh, for God's sake, Venti.
I just bumped into Kujo Sara a moment ago. She said that the Tenryou Commission has apprehended the criminal who stole all those copies of A Legend of Sword. You needn't worry about it any longer.
Right, so that wasn't him? So what is he faffing about then?
Huh? The criminal who stole A Legend of Sword?
Okay, so he didn't know it was stolen. Interesting.
Did I say something I shouldn't have?
Yes, Venti. Yes.
Oh no. The person they apprehended. Was it by chance an editor named Onodera?
Oh.
Apologies, Kujo Sara didn't mention a name. but I saw her taking someone toward Hanamizaki.
Okay. This is making a bit more sense
Everyone,
now.
it's too late to explain. We must make haste and rescue Onodera.
Wait, so it wasn't Onodera? I think maybe it was him. And he somehow framed Onodera. This is very confusing, but I like it. It's good. Let's go! Venti. Also, for anyone who's not done this yet, buy stuff from shops. Because there's a lot of stuff in the shops that wasn't there before. Oh, Yoimi's dad is there. Hi, Kujo Sara. Oh, hi, Kujo Sara. She's always involved in
Please,
getting the wrong
wait.
person.
Onodera is innocent.
It was him.
Oh,
And he framed
so
him.
you must be the author of A Legend of Sword.
He
I didn't
is.
expect to see others tagging along with you.
Anyway, you mustn't take him away. I can explain everything.
Not the fucking dandelion seeds, Pharaoh. Everything else.
No need to worry, Genyu. I've just explained everything to Madame Kujo, and Kuroda has testified for me.
Okay.
Yes. In fact, we were just getting ready to leave.
He's gonna have to explain himself now,
Oh,
though.
phew. What a relief. Wait a minute. Does everyone else here already know?
Well, to be precise, we had dispatched 2 additional squads here, in order to prevent the suspect from escaping.
Shinjo looks pretty flustered. What exactly is going on here?
Yeah.
Though it's most embarrassing, it appears quite a few people are aware of the situation now. There's no use keeping it a secret. In the end, I'm the one responsible for this whole predicament.
Yeah, we know.
No, Genyu. It's only appropriate that I take responsibility for this. Everyone, please let me explain. For the Irodori Festival, I recommended the idea of selling newly released novels signed by the authors. Not only was this the first major project I was in charge of since joining the Yai publishing house, but Lady Yai also gave me a lot of support. However, I did not discuss our plans with the authors in advance. As a result, it caused a great deal of trouble for Genyu.
Yes, to be frank, calligraphy is not my strong point, so signing events are really not my forte.
Even though such an event will be difficult for Genyu, after telling him how important the plans were to me, he immediately boarded a ship to Inazuma to come up with a solution.
Aww.
So these past few days, Genyu has been actively practicing his handwriting. However, it takes time to sign each book, and we realized the time we reserved for the signing was not nearly enough. So I came up with the idea of moving the new books from the warehouse to my place. That way, Genyu could use these few days to sign them all. I thought everything would work out without
Signing
a
all the
hitch.
books in secret.
I never expected that someone would immediately realize that the books were missing from the warehouse.
Yeah.
To make things worse, I was on vacation and staying with Genyu in my house these past few days. I had no idea that the situation had turned into such a huge mess.
Ah, dear.
All of this happened because I wanted to prove myself through this event.
God damn it, Shinjo.
Onodera, I agreed to your proposal because I didn't want the readers to know of my unsightly handwriting. Also, I knew that Onodera had been misled by one of my prior signatures. At a previous event, the Yai publishing house had requested autographs of authors so that they could be put on display.
Please tell me he got Chongyun to do it for him. Please.
I practiced tirelessly
Or
for
he
an
did it
entire
himself.
day to finally deliver a stylish and elegant signature for the event. But looking back on it now,
He
I
did
had
it on
dug
purpose,
myself
okay.
into a hole by delivering that nice signature for the sake of my pride.
Yeah, he spent ages like crafting it.
Hey, come on, you two. Loosen up a little. The theft was nothing more than a simple misunderstanding.
What is he even doing here?
Besides, everyone has something they do not wish others to see.
God damn it, Venti.
Yeah, that's right. All that matters is that Shinjo and his books are okay.